Hello viewers, good morning and happy Thursday. Now when I think of Thursday, I think of being thankful. Thankful Thursdays, right? And today it was heavy on my heart to share with you guys how thankful I am today. Now it's about 9:30 and I just dropped my boyfriend off and I was just in the car with him and I was telling him, babe, remember when we was just riding the bus? When we were just riding MARTA, okay? Riding MARTA everywhere. There was transportation. And this was like almost 8 months ago. So it's very recently where we were on MARTA. And I wanted to share with you, I just had to share with you guys how I used the law of attraction to get the car that I'm currently driving now. And I am currently driving a Toyota Corolla 2014, and I just got this car in October, and I am so thankful. Again, I am so thankful. I am so thankful because I know where I once was, and I remember how it felt being there. And let me just say, I moved back to Georgia. I lived in Seattle, for those who don't know. I moved back to Georgia recently, about 3 years ago. I moved back to Georgia, and from that point I was by myself, no parent, nothing. Just I'm just out here trying to be an adult, honey. Okay, I know nothing about nothing. I never did anything by myself. I was just out here winging it. You hear me? So after time, I ended up moving to the city, because I was working, of course, and I had to have the way to get around, like a steady transportation to get to work back to back. So I ended up getting on MARTA. I never used MARTA. I lived in Henry County. I never used MARTA in my life. I was scared. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what to expect. So my best friend, she was telling me, she was like, girl, it's not that bad. She was like, I'll show you how to do it. So I said, okay. And I figured it out, honey. I figured out how to do the breeze passes and the weeklies and all that. So I got it down pat. I said, all right, here we go. And I was traveling to work 2 hours a day. Really, I spent 4 hours of my day every day of the week just getting back and forth to work. I spent 4 hours just getting back and forth to work every day since then. And the whole time, of course, I would be upset and I would say, goodness, I could spend so much more time doing other things if I had a car. And I would tell myself that all the time. I get so frustrated because, like I said, I spent 4 hours of my day on the bus and on the train. 4 hours, 2 hours going and 2 hours coming back. And I spent 8 hours at work. So imagine the time that I had to do anything else. So I would just sit there and I would just be so upset. And I would just tell myself, oh my God, I have to get a car. I have to get a car. So time moves on again, and I'm faithful. I'm riding the bus. I've gotten really cool with some of the drivers. They know my face. Everyone, you have those familiar faces you get cool with it. It's not that bad. I plug my earphones in. People who ride MARTA know how it is. Without your earphones, it's like you're out here, okay? Your earphones is your protection, okay? So, I got everything down pat. I knew all the tricks of the trade. And as time moved on, I actually enjoyed the MARTA a little bit. You have to learn to love what you have. So I did. I learned to love what I had at the time. So I enjoyed MARTA for the time that I was on it. Last year I moved into my new apartment, with the apartment that I'm in now, and I made a vision board that year. That upcoming New Year's, I made a vision board, and on my vision board I had a couple of things, like I always do yearly. I jot down a couple of things that I want. I have pictures here, things like that. Okay, and this vision board I put down, I wanted to pass my PT test. That was like the main thing I wanted, because for those who know me in the military, things like that, they knew PT was my downfall, honey, since basic training. So that was like the first thing in big letters, pass my PT test. And I had that. I also had get my license, because I lost my license, long story. Get my license and get a car. And I had some smaller things under those categories, but those were like the main things I just needed to do, And time moves on. Now this is around January, so as time moves on, I'm still going to work. I'm still riding a bus, and I was more in the military side of this side because I wasn't working at the current job that I am now. I was doing, I was on orders at my unit, and I would ride the bus there, and they would pick me up from the station. Now, mind you, I told you MARTA was my friend, okay? MARTA was my friend. I knew MARTA. I was at my unit, and mind you, I'm doing all the good stuff. I'm making things happen, and I'm just at my unit doing great things, and I'm dealing with them, and I'm working on my PT, and I'm getting things I need for my license, and I'm saving. And I couldn't save like I wanted at the time because I have other, like I said, I'm out here by myself. My mom helps me, but I try not to ask, to be honest. So I'm out here and I'm saving, I'm doing things, and it just seemed like I could not save the money that I needed. And I wasn't really focused on the car issue either. So as time moved on, I will always look at my dream board every day. I put it in right when I wake up in the morning. It's bam, right there on my bed. So I see it every day, and I will always look at it. I always look at it, and I say, okay, I need to. And even though I may not think about it that day, just by looking at it every day, it was like I was priming my brain to subconsciously tell myself, get that car, pass your PT test, get those licenses. So every day I had a constant reminder telling me to do better. Whether I looked at it and actually read it, or just glanced at it, or walked past it, I always had that visual every day. I primed myself every day, every day, every day. And I mean every single day, because it's right there. You hang pictures on the wall, you don't realize, walking by them, you prime yourself. It's called priming. So I didn't even know that at the time, actually. I just learned that. So I was priming myself. And got a new job. I got a new job working further than where I was currently. So I left my unit. I told them, thank you for helping me out. I found a great job. Kudos. Thank you so much. So I moved on. And the job that I moved to, the bus route was a little finicky. Like, I had to leave my house at let me stop, around 6 o'clock. I had to leave my house around 6 o'clock. I had to be at work at 8 o'clock. And again, I told you I hate the whole 2-hour thing, but I was appreciative. I didn't mind. So I went to work. And I did that for a while. And then summer comes, and my unit goes on their AT. And for those who don't know, AT is annual training. I left work for 2 weeks to go play AT with my unit. It was a great experience. And at this point now, I knew that as the winter months come along, it was going to get dark soon. And my boyfriend was very particular about me coming home very late. And I switched shifts at my job. I was working from 11 to 8, which is my current shift. Now, working that shift, if I take 2 hours to get home, from 8 o'clock, I wouldn't get home till 10 o'clock at night. So that I was going through that for about 2 months. So I really needed that car, So mind you, we back at AT. I'm at AT, and I'm telling myself I'm doing AT stuff. Yes, go AT. Out here in AT doing stuff, playing Army, we out here. And I remember the whole time, still, I'm thinking about when I get home, I need to get this car, because after AT, I'm back at work and I need to be able to get home safely. And to be honest, I was kind of scared, because for some reason, when I have things to do and I make major plans, I always prepare myself for the worst. And I'm just like, Deanna, if you don't get this car, you're just going to thug it, I kind of prepare myself. And when AT came and left, I had some money. I had a good chunk of change then. And so happened, something else was happening, and I had some money. It was AT and something else. So this whole time I knew, I had planned out in my head. I was like, okay, when AT comes, I'm going to have this amount of money. And I started searching for cars. Not major. Like, I went on Craigslist. I went on all these different sites, and I found all these different things. And I was just like, I don't know what I'm going to do, because mind you, this will be my first car I bought by myself. No co-signers, nothing. Me by myself. And I'm going through all this, and I'm just looking, shopping, and things like that. And I came across Carvana, and my best friend's mom got her car there. And I was just like, okay, let me just see what their site has something going on. And their site is actually pretty amazing for those people who just like to look. If you're just looking to shop, to visually just look at things, that site is amazing, honey, okay? Because you get to see the inside. You see the scratches. You see everything. So I went on there, and I thought I found the Holy Grail. So I started looking at all these different things, and I found a couple of cars that I could possibly want. I started putting my information in. And when I finished putting my information in, I forgot that I don't have much credit, and I don't have a lot of credit. And I'm just like, oh my God, I'm gonna need a cosigner. I really don't want a cosigner. So after I finished putting my information in, and it pulled up, it was like, you don't have to have a cosigner. However, you need a $2,000 down payment. And I said, okay. Mind you, I have my own place. I have other things, so I'm just like, okay, I gotta get up $2,000. And I already had half, because I went to AT. I had more than half. However, rent was coming up, gas is coming up. I still have bills coming up that I needed to pay. So I'm sitting here and I'm just like, okay, I need to hold on to this money. I put my money aside and I said, okay. And I start throwing money to the side. Like anytime I had a chance, I started throwing money to the side, anytime I got a chance. And it's so funny because I knew I wanted a Toyota Corolla, right? So mind you, I'm saving. And I'm on the bus and I just started seeing this particular Toyota Corolla just drive by all the time. It seemed like all the Toyota Corollas in Atlanta was in my face. Swear to God, I felt like I saw them everywhere. Now, mind you, before I even knew I wanted this car, it felt like I've never seen them. I didn't even know they were I didn't even know. So I just started seeing them everywhere. And I'm like, this is a sign. I'm telling myself, like, I'm going to get this car. You know, I'm telling myself, I'm pepping myself, like, I'm going to get this car. And as time go on, I've picked the car out. I've kind of figured out. I've did my calculations. You know, I'm doing everything, and I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be it. And I was sitting there, and I was almost at the tip that I needed. I had everything planned out, and I called the lady and everything, and I got like estimates of how everything would be, so I know the exact amount I needed because I needed to save my money. And as time moved forward, I realized that I'm almost here. And I really wanted this car, like I said, before it got dark. And mind you, this is from the time I realized this is like a 2-month span. All this that I'm telling you, it's like a 2-month span. So this is now September. October's coming up very soon. It's starting to get daylight saving. It's starting to get dark outside. And I'm like, I have to get this car like now. Like I have to get this car now before it gets dark. I don't want to be at the bus stop late at night. I'm a female. I'm young, you know. And my boyfriend's like, yeah, you know, you got to do this. And one day I had almost enough. I had like 1,700 and some change, right? And I'm calling everybody like, can I borrow this? And I don't borrow money. For those who know, they know I don't, okay? But this day I was like, I have to. So I started calling people up. I started I looked at my bank account so many times to find money that was not there, and I knew it wasn't there, and I still looked. Balance was still the same, but I don't know why. I still looked. I don't know. So I got sad. I got real sad real quick, and I was just like, I don't know how I'm gonna get this money. It's starting to get dark, and I just got really sad. And I came to work one morning, and mind you, I'm sad because I felt like I didn't have enough money for my car, and I'm just sitting at work, and I'm down a little bit. I'm a little down, but I kept telling myself, Deanna, everything's gonna work out. Just calm down. Like I always try to remind myself, calm down. And I walked outside. On my break, and I'm on the phone. And I was upset. I was on the phone with my mom, I think, and I'm just like, like I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna get some money because I needed some money to help get this money up. And everyone was exhausted of funds, so I really couldn't get them help I needed, and I was just so upset. I'm just like, you know, I'm about to cry because I get emotional sometimes, okay? And my coworker, she was out there, and she was like, what's wrong with you? And she was like, come sit in the car with me. And I'm sitting in the car with her, and normally we talk from time to time, and I'm just really venting. I'm just like, I've been trying to do this, and I went through this, and I just really think this should happen, and I asked this person, I'm just so tired, I don't know what to do, and I'm just going crazy. Y'all know how I get when I'm real passionate about something, and I'm just going crazy, telling her all this, and she was like, how much you need? And I'm like, and I think I needed like 100, how much I needed? I don't remember the exact amount, but I told her the amount I needed. And she was like, all right, give it to you. My jaw dropped. My jaw dropped because I really wasn't expecting that. And for those who actually know me personally know that I just learned how to accept things from people, okay? Recently, legit, swear to God. And that took me back because me and her we just met. I just started working this job, so I was so shocked, the graciousness and how in days all this is happening back to back. I lost money, I get money. I lose money, I get money. People give me money, and I was so shocked that she really just offered to help me out. Like, really? Like I could have cried in that car, girl. I think I did. I'm not sure. I probably did cry. I was so happy. And she was like, just pay me back when you get paid. She was like, we work together. I'll find you. Don't let me come find you. And, you know, she's joking with me. And I was so happy. I was like, oh my goodness. And then I was like, oh, it slipped my mind that I had to get insurance. And I needed to get about $400 because I'm young. I'm not 25 yet. So they gonna You already know how car insurance go. So I needed like $400, and I'm just like, oh my God, like every time I get this close, you know, I'm this back, you know, I'm 2 steps forward, I'm 6 steps back, you know, I'm upset. And I'm just like, how am I gonna get this money? Like, I don't get paid until like 2 more weeks, and even then, I still have bills to pay. So I'm just like, what am I gonna do? So I'm just frustrated. I come home and I'm just like, you know what, Deyanna, just calm down. Everything's gonna work out the way it's supposed to. And I just kept telling myself that. And a week went by, no car. I still have things pending, pending transactions. And I was like, I don't want to buy my car. And I came home one day. I came home from work. Swear to God, I swear to you guys. I came home from work one day and I checked my mail. And mind you, I'm on the bus. My boyfriend met me at the bus stop. It's dark already. It had just got dark. And I'm just like, you know what, screw it. My boyfriend was meeting me at the bus stop every day. He'll walk me to the house. And I said, let's stop by the mailbox real quick. And we walked over to the mailbox before we came home. And I'm just walking to the mailbox and I'm just going through the mail like, Bill, I don't know who this is, advertisements. And I had this one envelope there and I'm just like, what's this? So I'm walking to the house and I'm opening my door and I came in and started preparing my dinner and I sat at the table. I finally had a chance to sit down. I put all my stuff down, I had a chance to sit down and I started going through my mail. And this particular letter I got in the mail, it was from a company I worked for 2 years ago. And I'm like, why? I'm thinking to myself, why are they writing me? I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, what do they want? And I opened it and it was a check, swear on everything I love. It was a check that money that they owed me that I didn't even know about. And it was almost the exact amount, a little over, almost the exact amount of money I needed to get everything I needed. And I was just so mind blown at how crazy that happened. Mind you, this is like a 3-month span how all this just took place. And me just continually to remind myself and tell myself this is what I want and this is what I'm going to get. Even when I did get sad, even when I did have doubts, even when I did cry, even when I was frustrated, even when I was on the bus for 2 hours driving or getting to work, taking forever, missing breakfast and all of that, I just knew deep down in my soul that I was not going to be on this bus soon. And I told myself that every day on the bus, even when I appreciated it because I did. And I still ride the bus to remind myself where I came from. Understand where I'm coming from, okay? You can use the law of attraction. And some of you already do it. You don't even realize it. But I just want to share that with you guys. I'm going to go more into depth about what the law of attraction really is and what it means to me and how I actually use it every day. But that's just a snippet of how real it can be. And I didn't even, like, I've used it plenty of times beforehand, but it was never as mysterious as that. Like, I've never just had checks come into my house. Girl, what? And like I said, I haven't worked for this company in years. I thought it was a bill, okay? You can do it too. And I'm going to make another video, like I said, to explain to you how you can do it, what you need to do, how to prime your brain, and how to get what you want. I'm going to do it. I'm going to show you, and we're going to do it together, okay? I love you guys, but I must get ready for work because I have a job to do, okay? I hope you guys have a great Thursday. Be thankful. Find something that you're thankful for. Think of something that you're thankful for. Think of something that you used to have. Think of something that you went through before and what you came out of and what you're grateful for today on this Thursday. And I hope you guys stay blessed and stay positive. Remember, positivity is a choice, and choose it, okay? Love you.